House hunting in Chester has been hell, guys. Guys, have been through a lot. I've been through the worst in looking for an apartment. Hey guys, I'm so excited because I was doing a sit down video today. What's up and welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's me, your girl Peace Summer, and this is Vibe of PC. You're especially welcome to my YouTube channel. For new subscribers, warm hugs to you guys. For returning subscribers, you guys know I love you. You're the real MVPs. Mwah! Massive hugs to you all. Thank you for subscribing to the channel. If you haven't done that yet, please kindly do so. Also turn on post notification bell button to be amongst the first set of people to see my videos each time I post a new one. Also share my videos to family and friends. Like my videos, yeah, thumbs it up. It costs nothing at all. It's totally free, guys. Also comment your thoughts down below. So quickly, let's dive straight into our business of today. Yeah, into what brought us here. And I'll be talking about my life in Chester as a whole, life of a Nigerian girl living in Chester, part 2, balancing work life as well as school and house hunting, cost of living in Chester and the UK as a whole. It's been a lot, so we're going to unpack on this video. So stay tuned, do not touch the dial, do not skip on any part of this video, and I'll be offloading shortly. So to start with, I decided to film this video separately because I didn't want my previous video to be too lengthy. Yes, I knew it was going to be too lengthy, so I decided to film this separately. So on today's video, I'll be talking about the life of a Nigerian girl living in Chester. Okay, I said that already. The struggles and challenges that I faced as a student, how I juggle between work and school together, how I combine both together, and every other challenges I face as a student, as well as the good things I face as a student. So I've also decided that I'll be giving you guys a total breakdown of the costs, everything it cost me to relocate as a student or using the student visa route. Yeah, I'll be giving you guys that after much consideration. I didn't want to do that before. Not like I mean to gatekeep. I didn't mean to gatekeep. I'm not one to gatekeep. You guys know me already. But I just felt like it's a whole lot of money, the cost and everything. Talking about finances, monetary talks. I don't really like to put it out there, but I think I'll just do that because I've gotten a lot of messages and a lot of DMs asking me about the entire process for me to explain to them. So instead of just explaining to different people, I just decided to just do a sit-down video when I'll be talking about everything, giving you guys the total breakdown, the process, the documents I use, the details of everything, and I'll just do a video on that and just post it. So whenever someone asks me about the cost or any information, I'll just refer the person to my video to go and watch it and get more information about it, instead of just explaining to this person, explaining to this person, explaining to that person, giving all the breakdown, all the A, B, C and all of that. So you guys stay tuned and watch out for that video. So back to today's video, our business of today. So balancing work and school. We as students are limited to working 20 hours per week. How do we manage that when we have rent, we have day-to-day bills, we have fees like probably tuition fee, balance of tuition fee and all of that. We have all those expenses and we are just limited to working 20 hours per week. Juggling school and work isn't really much of a hassle for me because I have like I work 3 times a week, mostly on weekends, Saturdays and Sundays, alternate weekends, and also I have just like 2 classes in a week, sometimes 1 online, and so that is not really much of a struggle for me. What is a problem for me is that after work, I work mostly on weekends, and after work I have loads of assignments to attend to, and that is a huge challenge because it's quite stressful to do that within a limited period of time. Although they give us time for assignment, but before you know, it's time for submission and you're like, I thought it was 2 weeks, I thought it was 1 week, I thought it was a month to submit, a month into submission, I thought it was like just 2 weeks, I thought it was, and just like before you snap your fingers, it's already deadline for submission. That is a struggle. That's the reason why I always like to do my assignment very early and submit, get it done and over with, so I don't have to think about it, oh I still have assignments, or forget about the submission date. It happens, yeah, it happens a lot. So people end up using the 7-day window to submit. aside from that, aside from juggling between school and work and the challenge I face with assignments and all, every other thing is okay for me. It's balance. Yeah. Cost of living in Chester and the UK as a whole is another challenge. Yeah, it's a big one. Aside from the fact that you get stuff like food stuff from the likes of Tesco, Aldi, and the likes, you get discounted foodstuffs on sale and all of that. You have them on discount. Aside from that, I think African food, to be precise, are a bit on the high side unless you earn in pounds. That's when you can notice that okay, you can say that the prices are fair. But if you don't earn in pounds, if you're still doing conversion, more it choke. And for the African foods, I think they are a bit high because of importation charges and all. Yeah, I think that's a major reason why the prices are a bit high. But in general, the prices are fair. I'm not gonna lie. It's not like ×2 like people say. Some are ×2, some are not up to ×2. But then when you decide to import from Nigeria yourself and you end up paying the shipping fee, you realize that it's almost the same, if not the same, or if not even more than. So you just rather buy from here than to start going through the struggle and hassle of importing from Nigeria to the UK. Take myself for example. When I got into the UK, I had lots of bags, lots of luggages. I was only allowed to take 23 kg, 23 kg and hand luggage of 7 kg, of which I even took 2. I was allowed to. Coming into the UK, I had to ship my remaining things. My mom helped me. She shipped like, I think 59 kg, or was it 49? Either 49 or 59. And I think for that it was 85 per kg. So do the math. I think I paid about 469k. Yeah, 469k was what I paid for, I think 69 or 59. I can't really remember the exact amount of kg of foodstuff and my remaining clothes, stuff that I forgot. Not like stuff that I forgot, stuff that I left behind because I couldn't take them through the airport because they were too much overweight and all of that. So when I calculated it, when the items came, they were gari, red oil, and all of that. And I walked into an African store, I saw the prices of red oil, I saw the prices of gari, and I'm like, why the hell did I have to go through that stress and spend that amount of money only to come and find gari here? I wasn't expecting, because coming to the UK, when you watch YouTube videos, TikTok videos and likes, you see a lot of people saying, oh, they don't have red oil, or they don't have dry fish, and when they do, it's so expensive, so you just have to buy your foodstuffs when you're coming. And you know, my mom kept telling me, okay, take this. I kept buying foodstuff. My mom was just bombarding me with foodstuffs, dry fish, okporoko, stockfish, all kinds of fishes, crayfish, shrimps. I bought gari, I bought egusi, I bought ogbono, I bought everything. I still have them, and I've been here for almost 4 months, and I still have them in my freezer. In a way, it's okay, it's good, but there are things that you can actually see and get from African stores in the UK. So I don't see a reason why you should spend so much money. The money you use in shipping, you would rather use it to buy from here because it's almost the same. I repeat, it's almost the same. So just, but if you like, you can still, if you plan on jackpotting, if you plan on relocating, you can still go ahead to come with. You can come with, but don't make it too much. You can actually do that, but not too much, not excess load, excess. Don't get them in abundance, because you definitely get them to buy in African stores. So yeah, another branch of the cost of living challenge that I faced has a lot to do with housing costs. Oh my god, housing costs in the UK is not child's play. My 1 month rent can be your 1 year rent. Another person's 1 month rent can be your, in Lekki or on the island or anywhere, can be your 1 year rent. Rent is not shere in this place. It's not a child's play. If you don't work, or if you don't have savings, you don't have money, you are not bringing money from Nigeria, you are going to get stranded. And if you don't have family members or friends to stay with, most people, is all man for himself, and you don't really see people, oh, I'm squatting, oh, I'm living with this person, oh, you don't get to see that a lot in the UK. This is not Nigeria, where you will just get tired of your house and probably you don't get food stuff out, you just go to your mom's place, or you don't go to your friend's place, or you just go to your brother's place or your sister's place, or you can beg for food. But in this place, I don't think you can beg for food. If you don't have, you don't have. If you didn't day, you didn't day. Another challenge is your 1 month salary can be equivalent to your 1 month rent. So what are you left with? What are you left with? What are you going to use for upkeep, feeding, and other bills? It depends on the hours you work for and the rates in which you work for per hour. It depends, and it depends on the kind of job that you do, and it depends on how many jobs you do and how many hours you work for. But personally, as students, if you're doing just one job and you're receiving minimum wage, your salary if you not even reach your rent. The first is they send you money from house to pay salary, to not salary, sorry. The first they send you money from house to pay for rent, because your salary might depends on where you're living. No, the salary might just not be enough to pay for your rent and for cost of living, for every other bills, utility bills, if it's not all inclusive, utility bills and feeding bills and daily upkeep. It just might not be enough. That's the reason why people work 2 jobs, 3 jobs, and they go. You see a lot of people, they work for a particular company 1 month and they are porting to another one because they're looking for higher pay. They can pay their bills. In my previous video, in one of my previous videos, my tour video of my students' accommodation, I made mention that I took over someone's contract for 4 months. He had 4 months left, and I took over his contract, and I was paying $550 monthly. You can convert that with today's exchange rate. I'm not converting that for you. So that's how much I pay monthly, £550. And the contract is coming to an end soon. On 35th of August, my contract is ending. And if I am to renew that contract, I'll be paying the actual fee. Okay, the thing is, the actual price was £766, and now they are increasing it because it's all bills inclusive, including electricity and water bill, light bill. Okay, light is electricity. Oh gosh, electricity, water bill, and what else? I think maintenance and everything inclusive. And internet. Internet is the word I was looking for. So all bills inclusive, and it's a student accommodation, and you're sharing common areas. It's just your room and your bathroom that is en suite, that is personal to you. Every other part of the house you share, your kitchen, your lounge, your common room, your gym, and everything. We have everything in the facility. So it's really nice. It has its good side and it also has its downside. So now they are increasing it to 780. I'm tempted to convert, but I don't want to do that. So you guys convert. Imagine 780 is your is my rent for the month, for 1 month. That's if I'm renewing that contract though. How am I supposed to do that with 20 hours of with 20 hours of work, and with my I get more than my rent, definitely, but I'm left with almost nothing, like chicken change, like peanuts, like. So just imagine me living. It's not, to me, it's not worth it. That's the reason why I started house hunting, and that brings us to my next challenge, my next point, my next struggles of a Nigerian girl living in Chester and UK as well. Before I delve into the housing parts, the house hunting parts, or moving into a new place, I forgot to add that the rooms are quite small. They are really small. They have something they call the double room and the single room. I don't really know the difference, but I'm sure the difference is not that much. It's not that there are not much difference between them. And also the rooms are so small. I showed you guys my room. My room is very, very small. It looks very, very tiny. It looks like a passage. It looks like a bathroom. Like it's a bathroom and a room. But the room alone is like someone's bathroom in Nigeria. Yeah, it's that small. Looks like a cubicle. Looks boxed. Looks really small. And I needed a bigger space. So I need a bigger space. So that's the reason why I started house hunting. I was looking for a better place for a lesser amount, or same price range, something like that. So I was looking for a 1-bedroom, or maybe a bigger space that is not shared, that I don't have to share with anybody, and I'm paying same amount instead of sharing and paying that ridiculous amount. That's That's a problem. The thing is, in this my student accommodation, we have a lot of facilities. We have the washing room, the common room, which is big, spacious, fine, but most times you just get to spend most of your time in your room, so you don't get to come down and go and access all those places. You don't really have the time, or you are going to work, you're coming back to rest, eat, sleep, cook, maybe watch a little bit of TV or press a little bit of phone, and then you sleep off. Tomorrow you go again, you rinse and repeat, same routine. So you really don't have time. Since I've been to the UK, I don't think I've been to the gym once. Like, I only went there for the for the gym tour, my accommodation tour. That was the only time I stepped into the gym, and since then I never entered gym. I've not been to the gym, so I don't use most of the facilities that I'm entitled to use, or that I am supposed to use, I'm meant to use in my student accommodation. So that one don't really concern me. So I decided to go out hunting and look for a better place, and that is where the real struggle started. First of all, they wanted a professional with high credit score, and some wanted citizens of the country. They didn't want international students. They didn't want students in their property. Another issue I faced is we go for viewings, they don't get back to us. They don't call us back or text us or email us, nothing like that. And another thing is, you go for viewings and they have this open viewing, which is very ridiculous and very annoying, where you have up to 20 to 30 persons viewing the property. And your chances of getting, most of them are professionals, and your chances of getting this particular property is very slim, like 0 to nothing. Like when you went for the viewing, you already know that they won't get back to you, because there are other potential people that they would consider, mostly their people, British people, English people, and they are professionals, and also they have high credit scores, which they built over time, than you that you just coming into the country. You're a fucking student and you don't have high credit score, which, because you're still building that up, and you just have a lot of things against you that will definitely and most likely not make you get to the apartments. And you're back to square one, house hunting again. On the market was my best bet. Shared room, but I didn't really want spare room. I didn't really want a shared apartment, but I tried spare room as well, because I got that my student accommodation from spare room. On the Move, I think On the Move is the name of the app. That is also another app that I use for house hunting, and oh my god, the houses in Chester, they are overly priced, and the standards are not it. Like, you're getting old building, or maybe recently renovated building for ridiculously and outrageously high amounts. And one, it's not all bills inclusive, and it's not furnished. You're saying unfurnished apartment for the price of a furnished apartment, and even the furnished apartment itself, the price is high. Houses in Chester, they are just high for nothing. 1 bedroom, for that matter, you're getting a 1 bedroom, and you're seeing a 1 bedroom for like 1.2, 1.3, 1.5, 1.450, and it's not even furnished. And then you say, okay, let me give it a try, let me even go for viewing, let's just try our luck. And you don't even get it. They just give you a piece of. The thing is, you don't get to even see modern houses or modern flats. What you get to see is elderly people's homes and students accommodation. They have more of elderly people's homes and students accommodation than flats, skyscrapers, modern buildings, apartment settings. They have lesser apartments in Chester, and then they have the high demand for apartments and low amount of houses. I don't know if you understand, less amount of houses, but they have high demand for the houses. Like, lots of people are house hunting, and there are little or no houses available for these people that are house hunting. So whenever you see an opening or a vacancy, you see lots of people troop to that place to go for viewing, and your chances of getting that place becomes very slim. That's the reason why we keep going for viewings. It got to a point I'm like, fuck it, I'm not even going for viewing again, because what the hell, so you keep going for viewings, but you never get shortlisted, or never get picked, or never get a call back, or nothing of the sort. even after giving them your offer and telling them you're willing to pay upfront for a year, they still don't consider you. It brings you back to square one. House hunting, trying out different options, my other option, exploring other options, looking for houses outside of Chester, the likes of Liverpool, Manchester, and the likes, which are like an hour 45 minutes proximity distance. Yeah, I think Manchester to Chester should be like 45 to 50 minutes, depends on what you're using, if you're using car or train or a bus, depends, or if you're using connecting train or a connecting bus or a direct train. It's, let's just say, plus or minus an hour. My best bet and my best solution was trying out Manchester. So I and my partner started house hunting in Manchester, looking for houses in Manchester. I think we went for like 3 viewings and we found what we're looking for. And in my next video, I think it depends on how I decide to post the video or when I decide to edit the video. If either I'll be posting the house hunting process and us getting the place, the tour of the new place, either I'll be posting that first or I'll be giving a breakdown of my total cost breakdown of relocating to the UK as a student using the student visa route. So I think one will come before the other, so just watch out for both. Let's see how it goes. So this brings me to house hunting in Chester. Yes, it's going to be a challenge, a very big one. I'm going to struggle a lot going front and back because it's an hour distance around Blaking, Upton, in Chester, far down Chester, as far as Ellesmere Port. And coming from Manchester to work, sometimes I resume work by 7 a.m. It's going to be very stressful for me. So my best bet would be getting another place in Chester, but for a lesser price. Probably I'm taking over someone's contract, or I'll share. I wouldn't mind an out share. Yeah, I wouldn't mind a house share at this point, since we're getting a place in Manchester. Hopefully I get the best bet is actually getting another student accommodation, probably, or taking over someone's contract in Chester. But because the house share might not work for me, because you meet house share, you would see 7 people sharing. I don't like to share bathrooms. I can share kitchen, I don't mind that, but sharing bathrooms is not my thing. I just don't like it. I see it as public toilets, public bathroom. So I don't know how I'm going to do that. But I'll definitely get another place in Chester, because I'll definitely get a place in Chester because of work and school. And one of the rules guiding my student visa, is you should, as a student, you shouldn't live far from your school, too far from your school. An hour can be considered as being far, because it's going to really make you miss classes, miss trains, or miss buses, or you're going to keep giving excuses that, oh, I'm coming from far and that's the reason why I couldn't make it to class. It's going to mess up with your attendance, and it's going to send notice to home office, and your visa might just get revoked. So to avoid all of that, I need a place in Chester still, even though I will spend most of my time in Manchester, because for next session, I'm currently on holidays, and for next session, I'll be resuming by September 1st. And for the month of September, I don't know till when, I'll have just one class, and it's just a 2-hour class. Juggling between Manchester and Chester is going to be difficult. And currently I'm on holiday, so I need to get another job. I had 2 jobs, but I didn't go ahead with the second one because I didn't want a situation where they would give me more hours than I am supposed to, and I'll end up working against my visa rule, the 20 hours that I'm supposed to work for. So I had to decline that particular job, which is also a care job as a support worker. And so I decided to get something different, something more flexible, and if possible get something that is off NI. So in a nutshell, in summarizing everything that I have been saying from the beginning of this video to the end of this video, getting a place in Chester, getting an apartment or house hunting in Chester and the UK as a whole is a struggle and a challenge. It's very, very difficult, not only for just international students but also for British professionals as well. Let me explain that part. So I was having a conversation with a colleague of mine. We were at work and we were on break, and I was having a conversation. I'm trying to get an apartment in Chester and it's so difficult. She was like, oh, she too. And I'm like, what? She said, yeah, that they're currently in a place, and the place, you just got quick notice from the place. It's an apartment, a flat. She just got quick notice from the place. She lives with a fella, apparently. She lives with her partner, and she just got quick notice, and it has nothing to even do with what they did or issues, them having issues with the owner of the place, the landlord or something, or them going against the rules or something. But it has a lot to do with the owner of the property wanting to sell it out instead of renting it out. And they were giving 6 months quick notice, and she needed to start house hunting because 6 months time is during festive period, Christmas and New Year, and she wouldn't want to be looking for an apartment during that period because a lot of people will also be house hunting during that period. New intakes, new students, new people that just relocated into the country around that December, January, they'll be coming. So it's going to be a lot of stress for her. So she is currently house hunting, and she was complaining about it that, oh my god, you just go to open viewing. And the same thing I was complaining about, the same thing I just spoke about was the same exact thing that she was talking about. And she's a British citizen. So, and she's a professional as well. I am a professional because I work, even though it's not full time, it's part time. Yeah, because I work. So you tell me it as a professional as well. I was thinking it's because I'm not a professional, because I don't have a high credit score. That's the reason why we're not getting the apartment, but we're not getting it. That's just the simple truth. If the landlord does not like you, you don't get a place. I'm going to insert videos. I don't know if it's at the end or as I am talking. Insert videos of the apartment tour the apartments that we went to see, that we went to view, that we didn't get. They were really nice, although quite small, but it was okay, portable, and what we're looking for, something we're looking for. And yeah, so you guys stay tuned. Do not forget to like and subscribe. Tell me your experience when you were house hunting, when you came into the country, how the problems, your own challenges, the challenges that you faced as an international person or as a Nigerian living abroad, living in diaspora, living overseas, the challenges you face. Just tell me everything. Just put it down in the comment section. And before I end this video, if you live in an apartment, like a flat or a student accommodation, guys, how are you guys feeling this heat wave, this summer? Like, this summer has been really hot. It's moved from being cold, then rainy for a bit, then it became extremely hot, to the extent that I kept getting amber alerts from my work, from school, from general emails of keeping staying hydrated, drinking a lot of liquid, drinking a lot of water, wearing light clothes so you don't pass out, so you don't faint because of the heat. So it's giving Nigerian vibes. It was so hot, but we have thick skin now. We're used to it. Being Nigerians, we're used to it, but the British are not so used to it. Like my colleague at work, we're working together, we paired together. We're working on a double shift, like doubles. She was my third partner. She's a driver as well, and I'm a worker. So we were together, and she kept complaining about the heat, talking about it like she was so frustrated. Mind you, she was putting on mufti, because we also got emails that we can put on mufti as against a rule of always, we have a rule that you should always put on a uniform. We have a uniform that we usually put on as the normal uniform, the normal rule, the normal settings. But we were told that we shouldn't, normal uniform, black pants, trousers, and your black shoes. But we were told to put on anything. We can put on shorts, we can put on tank top, something that is not revealing though. We can put on anything to work because of the heat. I stuck to my uniform though. I was still putting on my uniform because I can't imagine wearing a mufti to a client's house. It was unprofessional, and I just did not feel like using my personal clothes to work. So, but she was putting on a mufti, and she was still hot. She was really hot. Like, she kept complaining, but this girl was so frustrated. She kept complaining, like, at every point in time, she kept complaining about the heat. Oh, it's so hot, and it's going to be so hot tomorrow as well, that she's been looking at the weather forecast. She has been complaining. So guys, tell me, how have you guys been feeling it? If you're a Nigerian living in the UK, in Chester, in Manchester, wherever, if you're a Nigerian living abroad in general, tell me what you think about this heat wave. It's been hell. And people that have been living in UK, they keep telling me that this is the first time ever. Like, there is another colleague that I work with, is a guy, so this is the first time ever that it's been this hot. Like, we literally go to work carrying water bottles. Like, as we're finishing it, we're refilling it. As we're finishing it, we're refilling it. You guys, tell me what you think about it. Comment your thoughts down below, and I'll see you all on the next one. Over, guys. Bye. Peace and love. Adios. Juices. Bye, guys. All my love.